I'm not getting anything.
You're not getting anything?
Nope. I'm dead in the water.
Well, refresh again.
I did. I did.
Oh, Irish is in. Hey, Chad, what's up, man? We're just testing our levels. Okie dokie. Alright, let's see here. So, alright. Frank, I'm gonna try to put your levels up real fast before we start. If I could find my mixer. There it is. Alright. Uh, let's put in some tunes. Alright, starting some tunes. Okay, and then hey Frank.
Hey, how's it going, Rich?
Hey, you guys hear Frank okay? Is he too loud? He's okay? Just good,
Shenanigans.
good. Just want to make sure that he's able to. I have actually have you cranked up all the way today.
Yeah,
So
we had a little bit of issue with it last week, so I mean, we're still learning.
yeah. Okay. So hey, Wilcam, how are you, bro? Hey, sweet. Good evening.
Hey, Rob, how's it going?
Okay. So anyway, we're gonna be starting in just 1 minute. I'm just sorting out a couple things real fast, and I think we'll be okay. You guys can hear me okay? You guys can hear Frank okay? Frank's talk again. Just want to make sure the levels are okay.
Hey, Diana, how you feeling?
Okay. Because yeah, he was a little low this week, so I put up his levels a little bit. So cool, awesome. All right, all right. So hey, Diana.
Diana, that's no fun being pregnant and sick. You can't do that. You're just gonna have to get better.
Okay, so we're gonna pop on in about a second.
Hey,
And
Dawn, my daughter, how you doing?
you ready to go, Frank? Let's
I am
pop
ready to
on
go.
in. Bam! We're in.
Hey, Lisa, how you doing, Lisa?
All right, we are in like Flynn.
Yeah, another week.
And no, it's one of those days. So it's our second week. Good evening. How are you?
Things are moving along for us. Had a lot of things happen for us this week for our show. Um, I'm really excited about it. Once I can get through some of these health things, it'll be great.
Oh yeah. Hey, Leanne.
Hey,
Hey,
Leanne,
welcome
how you
back,
doing?
sweet.
Sweet. How's it going?
So, anyway, um, we actually have a new vendor that's sponsoring us, and I'm gonna unveil the logo. I actually haven't put it in yet because we're talking. We just did this within like the past like half an hour. Oh, there she is. Hey, Ginger, and Ginger's gonna be our sponsor.
Hey,
Anyway,
Ginger, how's it going? It's great to finally meet you.
Ginger, this is Frank. So anyway, I'm gonna put in the banner. You know, if I could get it here, because it's gonna be a permanent fixture on our show from now on, which is gonna be awesome. Let me just see if I could get it in there. Ah, there it is. And I'm gonna put it somewhere nice. I'll put it right next to me. I'll put it right next to me. You know, I'm gonna take myself out. You're out, dude. See you, buddy.
Yeah, you don't want to be seen, right?
Yeah, there goes my little logo. I'm gonna put her logo right here.
We'll just have to redo our splash this week before the next show.
Yeah, we'll work that out. But for right now, boom, there it is. Boom. Ginger, what do you think? Boom. So,
We're we're very happy to add Ginger
yeah.
as our sponsor for the show. Um, some really good juices. A really great lady.
Yeah, so we're gonna be doing two giveaways for her juice tonight. The half hour and at 9:30 also. So we'll give you details on that later on.
So Lisa is still geeking out over the fact that the grand opening of House of Vapor this weekend, and they're going to be raffling or auctioning off a chrome Darwin, and she is freaking for this.
Really?
Yes.
No problem. Well, do tell. What's going on there? I mean, like, they're just going to raffle it off? Like, how many people have, like, how much, like, do you have info on there? Like, how much the raffle is going to be?
It's supposedly going to be an auction at the store, and Andre is raffling off his chrome Darwin.
It's at the store.
Yes, at the store. So it's not going to be online from what Lisa was saying before. It's going to be totally and completely an auction at the store.
Okay, that's pretty tight.
Yeah, I'm going to have to give Lisa my phone number, I think.
Hey, Raider Chick. How's it going? So,
My wife will kill me if I add a third Darwin, though.
I can imagine. Speaking of Darwins and speaking of devices, what have you purchased in the past week?
What have I purchased or what have I received?
Why don't we start with receive? Let me see. I remember you specifically sent me a nice little picture of something.
Well, I had not received that yet.
Okay.
So this past week, I received.
Oh, you received this.
I received.
You received this.
I did not receive it. It's finished. That is my new Shan mod that allowed me to give Raider mine. That is my new Jesus Zombie Shan mod, and my mother tells me in an instant message that I'm going to go to hell.
Well, I mean, it's humorous. I mean, yeah. I mean,
Hey, Sindun, how you doing?
You know, I'm cool. I'm cool with God, man. He knows we're cool, and
Well,
I'm sure he'll be looking at us like, with everything that's been going on with the trending, with the impending apocalypse and the zombies, and I think it's awesome. Actually, when you're looking at it, look at the detail in that. It's pretty sweet.
Yep. I think I could pretty much go out on a limb and say it might be the best one she's ever done.
Big Test, dude. What's up? So, yeah.
And it kind of fits the fact that, I am a total horror nut. I love zombies. I love vampires. I love all that stuff based on the old business that I used to own. So when I saw that, I instant messaged her and said that I had to have it and that it had to come to me and that whatever I needed to do, I wanted it now. And she instant messaged me just before and said that it's finished. As soon as we get off the show, I get to pay her for it, and it'll be mine by the end of the week.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. There's one thing I'm really looking forward to is she's been talking it for quite a while, and she's gonna come out with those bottom feeders. Soon. I'm hoping soon. Like, my guess is hopefully sometime by Christmas. I don't have official word yet, but I'm thinking the next time that Boy talks to her and has her on his show on Wednesday nights. I don't know if it's going to be next week or whatnot, because I know they were trying to work out some kind of hey, what's up? They're going to try to work. They're going to try to work out some kind of some kind of regular schedule to have her on his show every once in a while. So hopefully the next time we have her on, we can find out when she'll have those out. And
oh, look at Wokam's picture on camera 2.
That's awesome.
I'm never going to live that one down. Yeah, we don't have any music going, Rich. What's going on?
My music's not playing. You don't hear the music?
Nope. Raider says that we're not getting any music through.
No. I guess I better... How about now? Okay. Sorry. It was supposed to be background anyway, but...
And about the Shan bottom feeders, I got to see the one that she did for Shelly on Facebook.
Uh-huh.
And it looks pretty sweet. I like the style. I like the way how she tubes it up and how she custom fits the drip tip to drip into the device. I can't wait to get one myself.
No, I'm with you, man. I'm totally with you. I think it's gorgeous. Let's look at this. Let's look at a couple of mods that we are both actually gonna get. Hold on. Let me just take this out. And now this one, I want to talk. It's probably like the mod of the week that everybody's been talking about. So, yep, there it is.
The MVP.
There it is.
The MVP from Inokin. I got my shipping notice on it today. I can't wait to get it. 2400 mAh battery. It's variable voltage from 3 to 5 volts. Has USB charging output on the bottom and not on the top like the Power Baby had, so it's not going to short out. All the initial tests from people that I know that got the test units in, they really like it. And I should have mine by Saturday, I think my tracking says.
Okay, well, great. Just inform me that Chan was on Boy's show last night. She's going to be on next week, so when she's on next week, next Wednesday in Boy's show, what's that? His show's next Wednesday at like 10? Or is it 9?
They're on at 10.
Okay, so it'll be a good time for me to actually ask her about the bottom feed in there. Thanks, great. So, alright, so I got music blaring in my headphones here a little bit.
So did you actually order your MVP yet?
I did. I didn't want to actually do it initially because I wanted to hear what some people had to say. I know they talked about it last night on Vape Team, and I missed that because duty calls. But then I saw a review this morning from like Vapor Joe 74 on YouTube, and it's awesome.
Oh, look at this. Whistles is calling me out because I'm saying milliamp hours and not mall. Well, I always used to say mall, and then I lovingly at VaporCon got chewed out by a reviewer saying that it's milliamp hours and not mall, so I have switched and I'm calling it what it really is. Hey Case, how's it going?
So, yeah, I mean, so after seeing Vapor Joe's video this morning, I was like, I'm gonna have to get it. I mean, granted, I was dead tired this morning from like working night, but I was just like, I'll go get it. I mean, it's not that expensive. I was able to get it for like $60.
Yeah, it was $59.99, and if you use the discount code, you get 10% off. And I think it was what, $61 for shipping.
Yeah.
So,
well, I didn't even use the code. I just went and got it because I saw it was such a good price. A lot of vendors were like upping it to like 70. So
yeah,
I saw this one vendor that was selling it for 60, and I was just like, I'll just go for it.
Yeah,
so I just paid an extra $1.
I've seen it from 59 to 79 is what I've seen it so far.
Hey Sassy, I just saw you there. How are you? So anyway, so what color did you get it in?
Well, I got the slate blue.
I ordered the same color, but it's weird because when I got my receipt, it said black. So now I don't know if I'm going to get the blue one or the black one. I guess it was because they were selling it so much that. I'm sorry. Just give me a moment here.
When I talked to the vendor,
just a moment.
When I talked to the vendor, he told me that they were selling faster than he was getting them in, so that they were probably going to be out of them before the night was over. So what's everybody else got good news this week? Anything?
Sorry about that, guys. All right. Just get this off for now.
So what else? What are you showing next? We've talked about so much to show tonight.
All right. Yeah. So this third one we're gonna show is you sent me this picture of a device I'm not too familiar with. I'm going to need you to talk to me about this.
Well, this device you're going to put up, I am not familiar with at all.
Okay.
I don't know if you can make it any bigger there or
I
not.
will try. Hold on. Give me a moment here. And just okay.
Now, I have this coming from China right now. I don't know a lot about it. All I know is that it runs on an 18350, two 18350s, and an 18650, I think.
Right.
It is 5-button click on and off. Supposedly, it has interchangeable rubber gaskets that you can put in the tube of different colors. It shows it in blue, but it's supposed to come with red and orange as well. It's 5 clicks on, 5 clicks off. Has all the same functions as a Z-Max, I'm told. I will believe it when I get it in my hands and test it out. It is supposed to be about 1.5 inches taller than the Z-Max when all the pieces are put together. So I'm assuming when I put my new AGA atomizer on it, it's going to look like a lightsaber because I guess it's going to be huge. The retail on it, from what I'm hearing, it's going to be $60 when it finally comes out.
So, when do you expect to get this? Like next 4 to 6 weeks, I guess?
I'm being told I'm going to have it by next Thursday so that we can talk about it by next week. They're supposed to be expediting the shipping so that I can get it tested out before we do the show.
All right.
I don't know if I'm excited about it yet. I mean, it's always fun to try new devices and see things. It's supposed to have an OLED screen on it too. The pictures that I saw on the China websites, the actual graphics look good on the screen. But that's all I really know about it so far. I know if you go to Alba and all those places, they call it a Pravari, which I don't quite understand, but it's coming.
Okay. So, anyway, let's take this off for a second. And I do want to discuss one thing that I did see this week, and that is the poll they have going on Guide to Vaping. It's happening 2012, like the best of. I think that's. I think it's going to be. It's going to definitely showcase a couple of new vendors that have been busting their hump all year to like make it into business. I was reading through. It was also like showcasing a bunch of TV vaping networks, vaping hosts in particular, people that bring up controversies, and then they were talking about like specific juices and devices. Now, I was looking through it, and obviously one big thing they were talking about was the VV Nova. They're like, VV Nova, like one of these. I'm sure most of us have one of these.
Yeah, I really didn't understand how they've got the Vivi Nova listed under the rebuildable. To me, it's not really rebuildable, it's replaceable. So to have it against the DID and some of the other items that were on there, I'm kind of wrong on that one.
Right. I don't know, I'm just, like this is actually the second VV Nova that I got. The first one I wasn't too sure about. I traded it away, but this is the new version. I'll give it a try this week. I'll see.
Yeah, and Leanne, I really didn't quite understand why they had the twist listed as a mod myself either, but it's there.
Right. So, and obviously a big thing this year has been like rebuildables. So, I'm sure that this coming year, my personal advice, I know you're going to be looking at me like, what, Rich? But my personal advice when it comes to rebuildables is, yeah, they say it ahead of time, like, it's for advanced users only. And yeah, it does take a little bit of getting used to like, understand, the whole process of putting the coils in the post, not tightening them all the way, or what you and DSV were talking to me about last week with posting on one side and raveling it on the other end, so it'll be a little bit easier for me to put in. It saves me a lot of time.
Right.
But there are going to be people out there who don't want to deal with that, you know? So yeah, so you got the BB Nova that people like because you just literally take it out, change it when it's done. And I personally would like to see a couple more devices of that nature come out. I mean, obviously there's going to still be, for the connoisseur, like these high-end like Genesis, DID clones, Phoenix type mods that are going to be out there for people who like are you alright? Alright.
Okay.
For people who like the mesh, you know, and me personally, I have silica, and oh, we lost you, bro. We lost you. Hold on. Alright, you're back.
You killed me. I spit tape right off the screen.
It might be a little bit of my connection too. My apologies, but oh, Sweet's asking if you're not going to Andres because he's up in Buffalo, right?
Yeah, it's way too far for me to go. I will not be going anywhere. Actually, I will probably be in my chair the rest of the week. I'm kind of down.
Well, this weekend I'm going somewhere else. I'm going in the opposite direction, so I won't be able to attend. But hopefully they'll have like info about how the weekend is. Like, let's see, VWO will probably be there, right? Probably check. They might check it out. We'll see, because they're like kind of local. We'll see.
Hey Corey, welcome to the room, sir.
Hey DSV, what's up, man?
So a couple other things that I bought this week. You know, last week I didn't buy a single thing. I was totally mod free for my first week since I bought my first mod in March. So this week I did buy the Shan mod and I did buy the MVP. I picked up 2 of the AGA, the AGA atomizers that should be here Saturday. I picked up 2 DIG clones that should be here this week. And I picked up a couple more of the Visions, the Eternities, when I ordered my MVP.
Well, for me, like, it's not like necessarily it's a big purchase, but until I get really good at, you know, rebuildable addies, like, I'm so, you know, like, I know the process, at least, of the wick ones, the silica wick ones. Once I get the process of, until I get the process of learning that down pat, then learn the mesh coil down pat, I decided I was just gonna go addy crazy. I actually had a situation with a vendor where I purchased a device. I didn't like the device after trying for a couple of days. She was really cool with me about it and let me return it. But then the hurricane hit, and then this nor'easter hit this week, and things were kind of slowed down. But I did get credited this week, and I used my credit and just bought a boatload of addies. Like, boatload of LR addies, got some more supplies, made a couple of drip tips, you know, and that's like my big purchase of the week. So I got like I think I got like a dozen addies to last me a while, you know.
And I also paid for my co-op I was in a co-op for the new ZMax V2. Supposed to have that by Thanksgiving. And another co-op for one of the Edge mods. I think Corey and a few other people on here got in it too. I'm in a couple other co-ops for some rebuildable addies that are supposed to be here in the next few weeks as well. The knockoff kind of fatty addy, and a couple other little ones. And then I ordered, finally, I went ahead and ordered from overseas.
Oh, I'm losing you again. I'm losing you again. Okay.
I ordered one of the Phoenix XLs for a place because nobody in the States has got them yet, and I really want to try one of those.
Wait, hold on a second. Oh, I gotta get this off. I accidentally hit mine by accident. My bad. Alright, yeah, with me, it's like I actually did a couple of co-ops myself. Like, I decided to check out that new, one of the new, like, rebuildables that was out. I saw you and I saw Corey on that, also for a rebuildable. And for $12, I'm like, why not? I'll get one just to try it. You know? Doesn't hurt. Because if I can actually get to that point where I can escape from like, cleaning addies, going through that process, and just switch into it, fine. I'm fine with that. You know.
I think I'm in so many co-ops right now that I can't even keep track of what I'm in a co-op for. I know I'm in co-op for that new little robust, that new 14500 variable volt mod. It's kind of like a lava tube, and a couple other ones too. I just need to go back and put everything together because I think I'm in a way more co-ops than I ever think that I am right now.
Sorry, you're cutting out a little bit there, man. I didn't get to hear much of what you were saying, but one thing is clear. We are Device and Natty going crazy a little bit this week. That's for sure. Hey, let me just take it on the floor. Anybody get any awesome vape mail this week or anything they ordered? I'm just curious. Because I know Frank and I are definitely not alone when we're going like order crazy this week.
We can't be the only mod in Juice for this bunch.
Oh, it is great? Yeah. I got in that.
You're showing off during top. She got that this week.
Yes. Raider Chick got her splash. It's so nice. Oh, you're vaping at 4.2. You like it hot. That's nice. And you got the Bosch tank on there.
Oh, Whistle's got his lava fire. I did not get. I missed that.
DSP, that's funny.
I did not get that one. I wish I would have gotten on the lava fire because it looks pretty cool.
Oh yeah, there's the Bosch tank. She's showing her Bosch tank. Yeah, those are nice. I got mine too. Just to show a little solidarity for Bosch. There it is. It's my Bosch tank. Anyway, the one thing I like about it the most is it's like, whoa. Oh, I got a separate drip tip, so you can just go in right from the top without actually screwing off the top. I like that about this mod. This tanks. Sweet.
Well, I sent Raider some biscotti this week. Raider, did you try the biscotti yet that I sent you? What do you think of it?
Well, no, not all, Leanne, because some of them you have to literally take off the top. Like it feels like it's sewn into them. At least a few that I have here. You know. Well, maybe because I didn't get too many tanks. That's why I have a couple where you literally take off the top and the drip tip's like attached to it.
Right. Kind of like
wish I had, like, I have my Bella tanks like that.
Yeah, my Bella tank.
Yeah. Yeah, your video is pretty bad. I don't know what's going on here. You know, Frank, give me a second. Let me go ahead and try to call you right back, alright? Maybe I can get better video. Or, you know, try to reset your video.
I did reset my video, and this is what we're getting. I don't know what trick in speed.
Oh. So most of the so Leanne's saying that most of the tanks have the removable drip tip on it. That's good to know because I have to admit, I'm the first to admit that I did not buy that many tanks. I was a little hesitant on it, but I did get a couple. Like I said, I bought this Bosch tank over at Expo. I liked it. I got the Bella tank, which I love, and
yeah, I mean, really, it's only the Bella, the Elegance, and the Lava Boys, the lava tanks that have everything built in one on the top. Most of them are three-piece tanks.
Hey man, oh what's up? Hey Eva, how are you? All right, I can barely hear you because you're garbled, so let me just try to call you back. Hold on, guys. I'm just going to call back Frank in just a second. So, Frank, let me call you back. Maybe it'll be better. Hold on. Hopefully. Alright. Let's see if we can get your video in here. Alright. Yeah. Alright. Just try to get this out of the way.
I'll probably turn off my side cams and see if it helps too.
Okay.
Sorry guys, I want to look at you there, but let's see if it gets any better.
Alright.
I don't think it's at my end, Rich.
Hold on.
You still got some hurricane lag going on there.
It's possible, yeah, because I'm producing tonight, so it is possible. All right, well, we'll just do the best we can, and we'll just keep going. Let's
Well, it's 8:30, so it's time to do our first giveaway.
Okay. So anyway, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna obviously do a random generator. We have 45 viewers. We got 16 ghosts, so we're gonna make it 1 through 60, let's say. Now, what I want you guys to do, we're gonna give you guys power, whatever flavor you want, because Ginger's a new vendor, and for those of you who don't know her flavor base, what we're gonna do is we're gonna give you the website. Alright? There's the website right there. What we want you to do, while we're going through the process, you can go in there and choose any flavor you want, and whatever nick you use, right? You have your choice, and we're gonna and I think what she said she wanted to do was give away 15 ml bottle, a 15 ml glass bottle of any one of her juices, any one of her strengths that's available. So if you guys want to take a look while we're doing this, be my guest, and then when we're done, then
Hey, Ryan, how's it going?
then we'll go ahead and then we'll go ahead and start up. So, okay, so right now, let's see how many people we have here. Frank, let's see here. There's 11 ghosts.
We have 42 people in the room, and we have 11 ghosts right now.
Okay. So we'll just make it, at this point we'll make it 1 to 55. Alright? So when I hit start, you guys put in your number. So you guys understand, right? You just go to the site, see which flavor you want, and then I'll give you, I'll let you email me, and I'll make sure, and I'll go ahead and send that over to Ginger, and she'll go ahead and send that out to you guys. Alright? Let's go ahead and start. This is for a 15 ml bottle.
While they're putting their numbers in, what's your favorite of Ginger so far? To kind of help guide when somebody wins tonight.
Well, for me, my when I first started, when I first discovered her site, it was like back in July, and I got just a bunch of sampler packs to try. One that really caught my eye is what I have in my tank, this tank right now, which is Warm Shady Breeze. It's like a light tobacco blend, but to me it has citrus undertones, and it is my first all-day vape. So
I have been really hitting the sorta kinda shade. It's a nice light tobacco, not overly sweet, not overly dry either. Probably my second favorite is I really like the sugar cookie a lot.
Oh yeah.
And I'm a banana freak, so I really like her Totally Nanners as well.
Oh yeah, the Totally Nanners is pretty good. It's actually quite good. There's a reason for that, but
Actually, didn't she bring that juice out because of you?
yeah. I didn't want to toot my own home, but yeah.
Well, I'll make you toot it. I'm out you, bro. I know. But yeah, I helped her with it because it was actually, I think the whole story behind that is I was like, hey, you have all this fruit, yet you have no banana. What is going on here? She's like, all right, fine. You want bananas in that? You're gonna help. You can help me. So that's kind of how it went about, and then that is the end result. And well, let's get a couple more seconds. Let's everybody take their numbers in. There's still some missing if you want to get in. Any of you ghosties, you got about 2 minutes to come in and get a number in before we go ahead and pick.
All right, we'll give them a couple more minutes. So, I mean, but yeah, so your favorite one, so you like the sugar cookie. What else did you get? And you said you love the kind of sort of shit. That's actually Ginger's all-day vape also.
The sort of kind of shady. I don't have an all-day vape. I never have. But that could be an all-day vape for me between that and my DIY banana pudding. The 10 mil I got, I think I've got just what's in the tank left, and that's it. I haven't had. I got that I haven't. And,
Yeah, I'm sorry you're cutting out, bro. A little bit.
looks like mocked up.
You know what? Let me go ahead and maybe on my end let me just do a little something here. Let's see, because I close down a lot. I mean, I have a beast of a computer here, so I don't understand why I would have an issue. But
I just checked my connection. I'm running at about almost 90 up. So.
all right. Okay. So anyway, we're gonna do. All right. She sent you that much, huh? Okay.
Yes, and Ginger, the only one I have not tried is the Fireball. I've gone through about half of everything else, half a bottle of each.
So we're gonna put a stop to this, and then we're gonna do the round. 5, 4, 3, and stop. Okay, so let's put up my little random generator here. Just make sure I get the right one here. I think it's this one. Yep. Alright, set it to 155. Alright, good luck, guys. And, oop. Sorry. And the result is we got 22.
22.
So, let's see. Go ahead and check. Let's check and see.
Missouri's got 21.
Oh, Luciano's right at 22.
All right, Luciano.
All right, hold on. Let's see if anybody else is 22. Just a sec. Nope.
So Luciano, you're going to email Rich after you go check out the site and let him know which juice you want. He will forward your information on to.
I'm going to PM you my email. Hold on. Give name of juice. Give Nick amount. Alright, so you had that settled. Alright, so we have that taken care of. And congratulations again.
So I thought maybe we would talk a little bit about some news. Are you up for that right now, Rich?
Sure, there's actually, yeah, you had a couple interesting articles this week. I know that one thing that definitely hit the waves this week was R.J. Reynolds suing a vendor for what? Trademark infringement.
You know, a lot of us have talked in private about the fact that big tobacco getting into the e-cigs, what it was going to do, and R.J. Reynolds has filed suit against SAS Technologies, accusing the company of infringing on its Camel and Winston brands. They're suing in the U.S. District Court in North Carolina. They're not naming how much they're going for, but they're claiming that SaveASmoker.com is selling e-liquid products with names such as Camel Tobacco and Winston, among with other different flavors of liquid nicotine products. According to the lawsuit, Reynolds Innovations believes that the use of Camel and Winston names and images is likely to cause confusion among their customers. I don't know how I feel about it.
Alright, sorry bro, we're losing you. Let me just tell you how I feel about it. I'll tell you how I feel about it real fast. I think that obviously vendors have been going around doing this since like the beginning, trying to change around the name a little bit so to kind of give vendors a hint of what they're getting taste like a certain flavor or whatnot. But come on, at this point, gotta be kidding me, man. You know? You have to be... I think I lost Frank. But anyway, I was saying, you have to be kidding me. They should know better. That's just how I feel. What do you guys think? At least at this point in the game.
Am I still here? Or
yeah, you're here. You're back. Welcome back.
Okay. Hey, the big from the company, more like Fight and some other changing their names.
Oh man, I'm losing like internet. Look, I'm getting internet connection problems. Hold on. I'm sorry about that. It's probably my internet's still a little bit off. All right. Go ahead, Frank. Let's see if we're getting you back in.
I think you. Am I back?
Yeah.
Sorry. I mean, a lot of companies are quickly changing names to get rid of this, and this is only going to be the first of many lawsuits, from what I've been reading around. Yeah, and they're seeking the damages for unauthorized use. So I mean, it could conceivably put a small company out of business real quick. We all saw what Totally Wicked did. They got rid of an entire board in England, and that was just a small company compared to the dollars that Winston Reynolds has with their Winston brand.
Yeah. I don't know. I just want to see how this plays out, because it's a little off, to be honest with you. And I think it's kind of, I mean, maybe they were just trying to pull a fast one. They're like, oh, maybe we'll just tell consumers, our client base, what these are now, so that, by the time we, somebody does a cease and desist or sues us, we'll just change the names real fast. We'll wash our hands and say sorry about it, but then everybody knows already what these are. It's just, I think that, like I said, at this point, this particular vendor should have known better. I personally haven't ordered anything from them, so I don't know what kind of products they're selling eventually exactly, but I don't know.
I did a quick look for them, and I did not find any much information about the company they're pursuing. But I know that R.J. Reynolds is trying to get into the e-cig business themselves. They're watching what's going on with Lorillard and the other companies, and they're not going to be far behind.
Yeah, I'd like to see what would happen.
So I thought that was interesting. I think it's just the first of many, many things that we're going to see come happen to us in our little... Yep, I'm gone.
No, you're back.
Oh, there I am.
You're back. You're good to go. Oh, and he's gone. Let's try to get him back again. Sorry about this, guys.
Oh, apparently you dropped me.
Oh no, it's just my connection to you, I guess, was really bad. But I'm getting full bars now, so I'm looking at it now, so we're good.
We're good. So, hopefully next week.
Hey, Coyote. Hey, Lisa. Welcome back.
I'm sure this is just hurricane payback and still having some problems with the lines.
Right. Probably, but still, nevertheless, I'm like, So
I think we talked about showing a video tonight, too, a nice little piece about stopping smoking and the effects.
Oh, yes. I do remember this. Hold on. Let me just add this screen.
If you need to cut me off for everybody to be able to see the video, that's fine. I mean, if you need to cover me up.
No, not at all. Hold on a second. Let me go ahead and show this. It's only like a small little piece, but Frank found this earlier this week, and I took a look at it, and I thought it was pretty cool.
It's not often right now that we get to see a TV channel show vaping in a good light right now, so I really like the piece.
A second here. We just I don't know if you guys can...
This football season, we are sending the boys on the road.
That's something else. That's 101. Hold on. Let me just hit it again. Get to the right. But anyway, go ahead, Frank. While I'm doing this, you could give him a precursor of what this is about.
Well, this is, I started off just reading the story and I didn't even look at the video of it to begin with. It's kind of an op-ed piece about, now I've lost it too. About the truth about e-cigs and how healthy they are.
Really? Hold on a second. Oops. Just trying to get it right. Okay. If I can just get to it, if I can get to the noise level on here, I can get it working. Alright. Tell me if you guys can hear this. I don't know, I haven't tested this part yet. But you guys can hear that? Can you hear that, Frank?
No, I can't hear any sound from there.
You can't hear the video?
No, I won't be able to with the way we're connected, remember?
Oh, right. You guys tell me if you can you hear that, guys? You can hear it? Okay, cool. Just wanted to double check. Alright. Let's just get this little commercial out of the way, and then we'll play it. Here it is.
4 at 7.
Well, electronic cigarettes mimic the real thing. There's nicotine, but no tobacco. So what's the catch? ABC News 4's Valencia Wicker did some digging.
His routine today is different than it was 2 years ago.
6 a.m. in the morning when I got up, make my coffee, go to the sunroom, open the pack of cigarettes, have a cigarette and coffee, religiously.
Back then, the urge followed him wherever he went.
And even in the hospital, all right, I'm in the ICU. I can smell people smoking a cigarette.
But today, the smoke is of a different hue.
September 23rd, 2010 was the day I basically switched over.
From a pack a day to a vape a day. It's the puff that changed his life.
I realize now that cigarette smoke stinks. To all you guys that I used to have to work with, I apologize.
For Ron, e-cigs were the aha moment, the brainchild that birthed Carolina Vapor.
Any flavor under the sun can be done.
Ron found his sweet spot.
Cotton candy, root beer, cinnamon red hot, Carolina waffle. There you go.
Thank you, sir. And shared it with every smoker he could.
And there you are.
The motivation was different for every person.
Sinus problems, a cigarette cough, a nagging husband.
It was trouble breathing. It was the house stank, the car stank.
I got to thinking of my grandkids and that deck of cards, gambling with my life.
But the fumes seemed to settle the same.
I haven't been coughing.
Food tastes better.
Sinus trouble is a whole lot less.
Question is the flavor worth the taste? E-cigs are not FDA approved, and there's no evidence that there are any better than the real thing.
I like that. I've gone to multiple websites, and every single one of them will sit there and say, we cannot say that this is a healthier alternative for you.
There is no safe cigarette, so it's not a replacement therapy for somebody.
Odorless and colorless, Dr. Spandorfer says vapor cigs have fewer chemicals than tobacco. Even still, they should be a venue to help a person quit, not a lifestyle.
It is a drug, and they do have side effects. If they've made the change from active tobacco smoking now to these electronic cigarettes, then they probably are ready, whether they believe it or not, to proceed with full nicotine cessation.
So if you aren't quite ready to quit, it seems vaping could be a blow in the right direction. Valencia Wicker, ABC News 4.
And Dr. Spandorfer says there's virtually no secondhand smoke from e-cigarettes, and so far we're told there's no local legislation banning them from public places. But on the federal level, there is intention to regulate e-cigs under the Family Smoking Prevention and Tobacco Control Act. That proposal is still in its draft form, could take months to be approved.
Anyway, here's that.
So what do everybody think about that?
Well, just the last part, I kind of gave my impression of it.
Well, the last part, where they talk about, e-cigs should only be used to stop smoking. Yeah, I don't agree with that. But overall, I mean, I thought it made vaping look pretty good compared to what a lot we've been seeing lately on the news.
Right. It was a really good piece, and it was nice seeing that. Oh, welcome back, Wilcom. And what's up, Drew? What's it going? And let's put on some tunes again. What? So, yeah, I liked it a lot because it definitely put we could vape it in a bright light. And it was cool seeing like people like vaping like clear misers, him showing himself, apologizing to his friends at work. God count on vapors. I thought it was pretty cool.
Am I still here? Looks like my picture's gone.
Oh. A second. I think I did the wrong one. There you go. And let's take that out. Okay, sorry about that. Picked the wrong one.
In the last news piece that I think we wanted to talk about was we've all been seeing how all the colleges have been banning e-cigs along with smoking. Well, this week, campus newspaper in Columbus, Ohio.
OSU, the Ohio State University.
OSU is going to ban tobacco, it looks like, on their campus. Through the efforts of the Alt Smoke shop that just opened on north of campus, they've been raising the awareness in the community. And OSU has announced that e-cigs will not be included in the ban. They are going to allow the use of e-cigs on campus. They're going to get rid of snus and every other form of tobacco. But e-cigs are going to be able to stay. It's a huge win for the vaping community as far as I'm concerned. I know my local university here, the University of Cincinnati, where I graduated from, has banned e-cigs. When I went to the opener basketball game, I was vaping, and I got asked to not do it, that it was not allowed. And they said if I did it again, they were going to fine me and kick me off the campus. So I big kudos to Ohio State for standing up, and also kudos to Alt Smoke because of the work they're doing on campus to keep that going.
Right. Hey, Chelsea. So, with me, it's the way I'm looking at it. If anything, if they ban people smoking on campus, what are they going to do? They're like, oh, looks like we're going to have to go to the north side of campus because that's where they set up the Alt Smoke shop. They're like, fine, I'll grab a disposable that tie me in for a while, tie me over while I go to classes. But here's the thing, this is what I want to know. Are students going to be allowed to vape in class?
Now, there's nothing in the article about that at all.
Good.
All they cover is that they're going to ban e-cigarettes. And the news article even went as far for the campus newspaper as citing the cardiac study that was done by the cardiac surgeon in Greece. So it was well thought out. I mean, the student that wrote the piece really did the research on it. And I guess through the work with Dimitri and Rob up there at Alt Smoke, they're going to get to keep their e-cigs.
Yeah, I know. I'm with you, DSV. I mean, like, I had no shame. Like, I'll pull out my ego. Like, I was just doing it in the theater, like, last time I went to a movie. I was just vaping the whole movie. I, like, sat towards the back, and I was like, vape. I didn't care.
I'm an out vapor. I will vape anywhere. If they don't want me to do it, they can tell me to stop. And I've had people raise eyebrows. I was at the mall the other day, and security guard asked me to not vape, and my only response to him was, then how come you have a vapor shop down in the middle of the corridor that's selling electronic cigarettes if I can't vape?
I'm kind of with you in a sense, but if somebody asks me not to vape, I don't want to be too confrontational about it. I'm just going to knock it off as, okay, they're ignorant. They don't really understand. To them, they're just getting instructions from somebody higher up telling them, listen, if you see anybody with any kind of cloud of what looks like smoke coming out of their lungs, they can't do that inside or outside or whatever they designate it. So I understand they have a job to do, and unless they get educated, like, and I'm not talking about the people that are telling us to stop because they have their job to do. It's the people that are making the policies for like the building, or in my case it happened to be Yankee Stadium. I was like vaping for 4 innings, stealth vaping, nothing was coming out, but I guess somebody narked me, and then somebody like security went up to me in the 4th inning and told me, yeah, you can't do that. Even though I was making sure I wasn't vaping out any clouds of who I wanted to, you know, but you know.
They're asking why I'm cutting out so bad. We have a bad connection this week. We're in the bad hurricane area, and apparently we're having some connection difficulties this week. Hopefully by next Thursday that'll be all cleared up.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. It's just that I'm just north of where it got hardest hit in New York, and my connection's not the greatest apparently, and I closed off anything that, yeah, I even closed off extra programs even though I didn't think I needed to.
Yeah, I have nothing open. I have a great upload. I checked my connection, so it's got to be on your end. I like that Eva says he just tells him it's an asthma inhaler. That's classic. I'll have to do that one. We went out on Sunday and we got my daughter her new iPhone 5, and the Apple Store was just packed. I was vaping in there. And once again, it led to a person coming up to me and asking me about it, talking about not being able to quit smoking. And it just so happened it was an Apple Store employee. And I carry cards with me, and I show my mods that I had, as I had a little handbag with me with all my mods in it, because I always travel with 3 or 4 or 5 and 10 or 15 bottles of juice. I got out a little sanitary thing and let her toke on a couple things, and she wanted to know where, when, and how she could go get something because she really wanted to quit smoking. So by being out vapor, we help people to quit smoking, and as I always say, you know, we're trying to help people. We're saving people one smoker at a time if we can convert them. Hey Vash, how's it going? Sir? Brofist to you too.
Well, give me a second. My cat's sneaked in here. Just like...
Okay, I absolutely love my Shen Freddy Critter, but I think Jesus Zombie mod is actually better. I love my Freddy though. We seem to be having lots of issues tonight with the connection speed. I keep getting DMs from people saying they can't hear me.
Sorry about that, guys. My cat wanted to get out. I know, Frank, you're going to Bash, right?
Yes, I will be at Bash. Bash was the first time I ever went to a con last year, and I would not miss it.
Yeah, I'm planning on going to Bash.
I'm going to Bash. I will not be going to New York, but I will be going to Bash.
Well, with me, since it's kind of local for me to go to like Big Fest, I am going to show up. I'm going to show up for like 1 day, and I'm going to hang out because I know that a couple people are going to be going. Well, no, because like a couple people that aren't going to be going to Bash yet are going to be there. Like there's a couple people I want to meet. Like I know Vapor Joe 74 from Queens. I think he might be going. I've been wanting to meet him. Let's see again. Also wanted to meet, hang out with Vosh because I think Vosh is probably going to go, and a couple guys from New England area are going to be going down. So definitely want to go hang out with those guys. Like just some of the people that from the TVN family, they're gonna go that want to hang with, and then dude, I'm going to Bash. Well, I'm going to Bash. I'll be there, man.
I can only choose one, and I refuse to miss Bash.
Of course, of course.
I really wish I was going to go see Bash and drink with him.
I do remember
That would be so much fun.
Of course I do. So, yeah. So I know. I was like talking about this like the other day. Yeah, I was reading about that, Leanne. Like, they said it was like $10 to go, and was it $12 for the whole weekend? I believe. I think that's what they said.
Orion, I will most likely go to Vape Stock this year. I was supposed to go last year. I had my plane ticket paid for, and my company decided that they were sending me out of state, and I could not get out of going. I had to go to Arkansas for some training, so I canceled going to Stock last year. But after the news I got today, I might have a new job by the time Bash comes around, because I might be out of a job here in the next few weeks. It's okay. I'm only 50. I've reinvented myself about 10 times, and I can reinvent myself again.
All right. Yeah. Well. Yeah. No. Because I'm looking forward to it to be 2013 already. It's like after leaving VaporCon and so much fun that we had. I mean.
I am so ready for Vape Expo again. I had such a blast at Expo. It was only 3.5 hours away for me to drive up there. It was great drinking with Orion and everybody up there. I just had an absolute blast up at Expo. And that's the one, Bash and Expo are the two that I'm looking the most forward to next year.
Yeah, the ones that I'm really looking forward to right now in my mind that stick out is like, I'm gonna have to make VaporCon a yearly thing. I'm definitely want to make Expo a yearly thing. And I'm sure Bash is cool. It's gonna be my first time going to Bash, but I'm gonna be going to that too. And that's pretty much it. I don't know if stock is in the cards for me though, because the way work is set up is that if I'm gonna take some time off in June, where stock is going to be, it might be harder for me to take time off in August to go to Expo. So if I'm weighing the options between those two, I'm going to have to go to Expo. I want to go to Expo. I want to hang out with my boys. So well, yeah, Ryan, if it's 3 miles from you, yeah, I'm sure. That would be so awesome. I can't even imagine. Yeah, I'm going to go to Vape because I'll walk there. That'd be so hot.
Yeah, there's been lots of rumors going around that VaporCons are going to be in different locations next year.
Really?
And it'll be interesting to see where it actually ends up. You know,
what, California?
Well, I've heard the Midwest is the rumor that I've been hearing, which, if it's the Midwest for me being in Cincinnati, that would be absolutely awesome.
I don't know, when I'm thinking of the middle of the country, do you know what I think? I think Des Moines, Iowa.
Have you ever been to Des Moines, Iowa?
I've driven through it a couple of times on my way to Colorado. I mean, never really seen it, like, you know, like hung out there for a night, you know. Oh, really, Leanne? I wonder where in Virginia they would put it. Wouldn't that be cool if they would put it maybe like in like D.C., like more of a major airport? I don't know, maybe by like Washington Dulles, perhaps? How would that be?
Yeah, because I had to drive to VaporCon simply for the reason that from Cincinnati, Columbus, or Dayton, you know, the flights were $400 and $500 to fly into Richmond.
What?
Yeah, I mean, it was just insane. You know, I could have flown to Chicago for $250 round trip but yet from Cincinnati to Richmond, I had to go to Atlanta
Dooley's?
and one other place.
Dooley's. Sorry for getting to cut you off. She was saying that I was saying Washington Dooley's. Dooley's wrong. So wait, no, because with me, I was fortunate. I found a pretty decent flight. There was an airport pretty close to where I work in Orange County, Stewart International, and I was able to get a good flight for under 400, around 330 to Richmond. So, yet again, I did buy it months in advance, so maybe that might have helped my cause.
I started looking as soon as it was announced, when it, around the time it was going to be, and I never was able to find a good flight. So I had to drive the 8.5 hours, and I ended up having to do it alone because the person that was going with me lost their babysitter. So, I'd do it again in a heartbeat, but I'd much rather fly and not have to do with it.
Well, there's two ways. Like, I think that it would make sense to fly into a more major airport than Richmond. Richmond's more of a regional airport. I mean, you saw the airport. It was all small. It was like teeny. It's like, it was, what, 20 gates, if that, maybe less. TSA, I was able to get through TSA in like 10 minutes. It was wonderful. I mean, so as far as that's concerned, definitely friendly. I think they have that one, the Texas Vape Blast. That's like gonna be in Hurst, Texas, right? That's in between Dallas and Fort Worth, right in between them. I think, yeah. Unfortunately, I won't be able to go. I would like to attend that. Unfortunately, it's too close to Expo for me, and Expo is actually closer to me because it's in Michigan. It's going to be in Michigan, so I'm probably going to go. I'm probably going to go to Expo instead. But I'm looking forward to seeing seeing the turnout and the pictures of that, and hearing people's adventures on that when they do go. So hopefully we'll have people that'll talk to us about it when they come, like, down the line.
Well, I just hope that they finally do one in Southern California and they do it in the winter. I would love to have a vape meet to go to in January or early February. Get out of the nasty Cincinnati weather and go to Southern California for a weekend. People keep talking about it, yet I never see it happen, but it would be so awesome.
I think that, personally for me, I think that a definitive place in California to do it would either be in LA, obviously, with the LA Vapors Club, because I know that I'm pretty sure Pup runs that. Pup, I know Pup started it, the LA Vapors Club, and I've seen their meets. Like, I remember they would broadcast their meets on one of the networks, and I mean, it's a lot of fun. I'm sure it is. That's the way it is with like anybody, like Windy City, like Motor City, New England Vapors. It's just cool seeing some of these regional groups getting together and trying to come up with some kind of national meet. So I would love to see that happen sometime. So hopefully maybe next year, who knows, or maybe at the latest 2014.
Yeah, I'm with Orion. I really would love to see San Diego. That would be awesome in January.
Yeah, just put it like right before Comic-Con. So that people are coming to Comic-Con, like, hey, you're going to Comic-Con, you might as well come hang out here too. And we'll set them up so that the days are like either right before or right after. We can't have them at the same time, obviously. Oh yeah, Raider Chick. Let me tell you about San Diego. My personal, well, I'm sure I don't know, you probably lived there, right? Because you moved around a lot before. I visited San Diego a few times because one of my closest friends from college used to live there before she went out to law school in England, but it was just beautiful, sunny all the time, and I don't even like sun. I'm so confident with like partly cloudy days, so that it's part of my days the sun gets covered a little bit. But going to San Diego and seeing it there, I'm like, it's like, okay, it's not too hot, the humidity's not bad at all. Yeah, okay, I can deal with this.
Hey, Rich, can you cover for me just for a couple seconds? I had some surgery today, and I just need to take a step away from the camera for a minute, if you don't mind.
Yeah, sure, man. No
I'll be
problem.
right back.
Okay. So anyway, he's hanging out for now. It's just me. Hey guys. So anyway, for me, hey Rascal, shaking hands. So, how are you, Rascal? All right.
Sorry about that.
Oh, Frank is back.
I'm back.
Hold on. So, yeah. So, I'm sure there's people there that have experience with like Bash. So, thanks, Rascal. So can you, if any of you guys, I'm sure some of the people in the room have gone to Bash. Tell me about your experiences, Bash. Like how did, like, was it, how was like the scene there? Was it any different from like let's say VaporCon or whatnot? I was just curious because I've never been.
Well, I can, while people are talking, I can give kind of my perspective on it.
Okay.
It was my first big meet. I had gone to some Ohio meets where there was 15, 20, 30 people. VaporCast used to do some meets, and I would go up there and party for the night. Going into Bash, I went up on Thursday and started meeting people as soon as I walked in the door. That night at Shoeless Joe's,
welcome back, Ethan.
We had a party. We probably had about 150 to 200 vapors in the room, I would say. One table that we had was literally over 100 feet long, both sides. The day, just like at VaporCon, the line started at the room and went all the way to the front door by the time it opened. Just like at VaporCon, the men rushed to the Empire table. I still vaping Egos and 808s when I went there. I purchased my Ferrari, the very first mod that I ever bought. I got it there. And then 10 minutes later, I bought my Empire. And I was hooked on the mod from that moment on. Everybody in the room was so helpful to me being in. And I wasn't a new vapor. I've been vaping for 4 months. But once I started getting into mods, people taught me how to drip. People taught me how to do all kinds of stuff that I never tried before. Really wasn't using tanks. I was still using the Ego C, and I was still using my 808. So I bought tanks, and I learned how to punch cargos, and it was just a really cool experience for me. A little unlike VaporCon, where at VaporCon I sat at the table at VaporCon teaching people how to roll, mix, and doing this and doing that. It's fun how far I came in the last 6 months since then. But Bash set me up to enjoy that. And it will be a meet that I will never miss unless I'm dead.
Yeah, the reason why I'm looking forward to it is because, I talked to some of the people. I talked to Ed, the guy that makes Bam Bam, and he was telling me a lot about it. I talked to McCon, and also I talked to like Taz and DJ. They were telling me like how much fun they have like during their monthly meets. And I'm thinking, hey, if they're gonna have a big national meet, I'm down, man. I am down.
I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be a different hotel today. Just friendly. What we had for the last meet there at Vape Bash. The hotel they picked, it's a beautiful hotel.
I think isn't it I think that let's see, isn't it the same hotel as last year? Like I don't know.
It was switching. Maybe I'm wrong.
It was it's not, because I know this year is at the Hilton, and I know that last year, I remember Leanne was telling me that it wasn't pet friendly, but this year the hotel is pet friendly.
Yeah, it's a different hotel, and the one that it's went to is really.
Oh,
nice.
It is? Okay.
When I was in my model business, we stayed at the hotel for the Chicago Toy Fair every year at the time where this one's going to be, and it was a great place. Hey Corey, how's it going, sir?
With me, it's not only that, I like Chicago, you know? I unfortunately haven't been there too many times in my life. I would say maybe 4 times I've been in Chicago. And the last time I went with my brother. It was like 2007, I think, 2007. I was there for a conference, but I'm not counting that because all I did was work. I almost never left the hotel. I think I left the hotel a few times just to get air because I was just so busy.
If you're going to Vape, you're not going to see much Chicago either because all you're going to be doing is partying and drinking at the hotel. You know, I had all kinds of plans to visit some friends when I was up there, and I didn't leave the hotel the entire weekend.
Yeah, so, well, yeah, I mean, it's for Bash. I mean, why would you need to? But I think that if I go, hey Peter, what's up? So, Jay, I believe Expo this year is going to be in August of 2013, and I went. Frank went, and the way I looked at it, it has its own. It was our first time we did it, and I think they did such a great job, especially the time and effort they put into it. I remember like Jesse was just running back and forth the whole weekend, so I didn't even really get a chance to talk there that much. But there was enough time at least during the weekend to get to know people. It was my first meet. I think I'll have a special place in my heart for Expo since it was my first meet. I intend on probably doing Expo every year, you know. So, you know,
Expo just kind of felt like home. I mean, it was lots of friends and people that I consider family now, and so you know, it was just a great time. We got to really bond with a lot of people there. Got to drink with a lot of great people. Got to drink a few people on the table, and had a really good time.
Yeah, you know what I really like? This is what I liked about Expo, is that for me personally, I was really happy that the hotel had a flood. I hate to say that, because of that, we were able to BYOB the whole weekend. So everybody was just bringing in whatever they wanted to drink, and it was awesome.
Yeah, we did that. We did that at VaporCon too. Nobody complained. I mean, we brought our booze in. You know, bought my few obligatory drinks from out for the people who didn't complain. We drank a couple gallons of my Apple moonshine, and we were sitting right outside the bar on Thursday night drinking it, and not a word was said by the hotel. I was carrying cups into the bar and giving people shots, and nobody ever said a word. Well, number one, because there was one barmaid, and she probably never even noticed because she was so busy she couldn't breathe. But you know, the hotel treated us great there too, and I don't see that the hotel at Expo would ever treat us bad though.
No, they were really cool to us. I think because it's a Clarion. I think Clarion's, even though it's not like sort of say like the coolest, like the most, you know, like 5-star accommodations. I mean, they're just real cool with us. I mean, everybody was just everywhere, like hanging out in the hot tub, vaping along, walking back and forth, vaping along. Nobody cares. Even like people who weren't there for the convention, it seemed like everybody was pretty cool with it. You know?
Yeah, I mean, it's like that couple hours that you and I did at the front table. There was people coming back from the football and ended up going in and buying things after they stood up and talked to us for a few minutes. They weren't even there at Expo. And when they saw you and I they're vaping, people walked over and talked to us. And
right.
Got excited in the room and bought things. You know, it was just that kind of crowd. It was great. So, the other thing you and I talking about was number one, you bought your Opus at VaporCon.
Oh yeah, I told the story last week about it, but I got it. Ah, there it is. Opie the Opus.
Well, let's hear about it.
Well, the one thing I liked about this is that, I mean, I'm sure everybody's seen it, like, seen reviews on it, but with this, it has like a mini USB port connector in it to charge. So I have one of those dual volt USB chargers that you can plug into your lighter. And one night, I mean, because I work nights now, I was on my way to work and plugged that in. And it has a little yellow light, tells you when it's charging, green light when it's ready to go. So there's no fiddling around with batteries. Now, I talked to some people that had more knowledge of this device and said that if the battery does die and you all I have to do is just send it back, pay a small fee, and they'll replace it. Or I could just probably undo it myself and find out what battery is and probably replace it myself. But I don't want to mess with it because I might void whatever warranties I may have on it. It's such a beautiful device. Plus on the top right here, you see it doesn't have any fancy like meters. Let's say, like for example, like on a Shamrod like that, where I have this 3.7. It just has a nice little dial, which almost makes it just simple for people who, let's say, don't necessarily want to get too techy on it. Like, oh, all right, let me try vaping at this dial setting. Oh, it's like, no, not good enough. I'll put it up a little bit. So it kind of simplifies the process, so it doesn't get too technical. You just turn the dial based on how you like it. Oh yeah, J-Box.
So, kind of a counterpoint on my side. The price. It's $250.
Uh-huh.
Do you think that you're getting a $250 value for that with a wooden mod, with no display, and some of the other features that Darwin has for $225?
Yeah, I don't think so. It doesn't have like the wattage readout, so you can see exactly how much you're vaping at. I mean, for me, it's like if I want to know anything, I just grab a battery meter and test it myself. But that's just if I want to get real technical. With this I look at the Opus as more of a luxury mod. It's going to be like that guy with the business suit who stopped smoking, but let's say looks at like something like, I don't know, like for example, like like this, like Barney, my silver bullet, and they're like, I don't want to hold this. I don't want to put this in my pocket. It's like it's too bulky. But then they see something like this. They're like, oh, look, it's nice and small. I can put it right in my pocket. Oh, look, how nice. And then, like, I can pull it out, let's say if you're at a poker game or you're hanging out with some friends, and you're like, ah, how eloquent.
Actually, Vash, you can get into a J-Box for $250, which, the exact same price for Opus, and it'd be totally custom. So, I have some sticking points with how I feel about the Opus.
Uh-huh.
And also, the J-Box that I wanted was also $290 the way I wanted it because of the extra inlays that I wanted. But if you pick the cheapest wood and you pick no inlays, you could get the J-Box for $250, which is, let's say the same price. But for me, and, I'm going to say that I like my Darwin better. I played with the Opus.
Right.
You and I kind of disagree on it, that's cool. I like the fact that I like the
Yeah,
Darwin,
it is great.
because I don't go by what it says on display. I know it by how it feels in my mouth, in the heat, on where I like my vape to be. But there's times when I want to see what my amps are, and there's times I want to see what the ohms are.
Right.
And with the Darwin, it gives that to me. Now, it's been easier to get the Opus than the Darwin, so there's a plus for it that way.
Yeah, I just, like I said, there was a few mods I wanted, and it wasn't necessarily because of its performance per se. I just like the way it looks, and I like the way it feels in my hand. I saw Dan from Mr. E-Liquid. He had one at Expo, and his girlfriend Ruth had it in her hand, and she let me, take a look at it, and I was just like, yeah, I want this. For no particular reason. I mean, we all have that urge, like, you see that mod, you're like, I don't really know if it's a good mod or not, but I want it, and I'm gonna get it. So, I went into con, like I told you guys before, I went into con thinking, oh, you went small on me. Hold on a second. Let me move you up here. Okay. So, and I was just like, I didn't even expect to get it. That's why I was so happy. I was so happy when I had the opportunity to get one. Because I really honestly thought that I wasn't ever going to get one. That's the truth. So, yay! So, it's that.
Well, I always swore that I would never own a Darwin.
Really?
I personally think that it's not a good-looking mod. I love the custom tube mods myself. So I never really intended on owning one until I got the deal that I got at VaporCon for mine. And now I have two. And for me to take it out and stealth vape with it, I like it out of the house. My tube mods aren't leaving the house as much. My Darwins pretty much are what's going out.
So hey, I'm going to give props to Merg, and I'm going to give props to Watch, because of them, you have what's in your hand, I have what's in mine. Woohoo!
And then the other thing about my Darwin is, the one that I bought at VaporCon broke yesterday. And all I did was send Brad a quick email and told him the issue that I was having with my Darwin. He sent me an email back and said, do you have the receipt? And I emailed him back and said, no, I do not have the receipt, but that I purchased it from Merg Griffin. And that's all I sent back. And then within 30 seconds, I got an email back that says, oh, I know her. Send it in to me. I'll get it fixed, and I'll get it right back to you. No questions asked.
That's awesome.
So for me, the service, we'll see how fast he really does get it back to me. But to get a response from the vendor within a few minutes was great. And I'm going to ship it out tomorrow, and hopefully I'll get it back within 2 weeks, he said.
Yeah, for me, it's I gave it to those guys. I gave it to the guys. I think his name was Alan. I think. But Watch introduced me to him, and he fixed it. He fixed the because what happened was the wheel on the top came off, so he replaced the wheel, and I got it back within about a week and a half. So it didn't take that long. It's weird though, because when you're anticipating something, a week and a half feels like forever. Feels like forever. Like you check the mailbox every day. Where is it? Where is it?
Yeah, Chelsea fan. What goes in my bag when I leave the house? It's got 2 Darwins, my Z-Max, and my Provari. And that's what leaves the house with me every day when I go to work, every day when I go out. And I've got my man bag, or as my wife calls, my Merce, and it goes with me. Those are the 4 mods that leave the house with me every day. The rest of them are table mods, and they sit next to my chair, and I rotate through them when I'm home. But when I leave the house, those are the 4 mods that go out with me.
I will answer what I bring out, but it is giveaway time again. So, basically, this is what I want you guys to do. Let me put the site up down here. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do a random generator. There's 41 people in the room, and there are, let's see here,
like
6 ghosts. We'll just make it 1 to 50 to give the ghosts a chance to come on in. So what we're going to do is, you guys I want you guys to go to the site, whoever the winner is, choose a flavor of your choice, and I want you to send me, I'm going to give you my email and PM after this is done, the winner. What I want you to do is give me information on what flavor you want, what nic level you want, and I'm going to send that over to Ginger, and she's going to go ahead and send that to you. So we're going to do the 15 ml glass bottle of your choice in your nickel level, if that nickel level is available. I know that almost all of her juices are available in like 0, 6, 12, 16, and I think like high nic like 24 or 22 or something. I personally get the 16 myself. I know Frank gets the 6. So, you know, everybody has their, you know, has their favorite nic level. So anyway, I'm going to do 1 to 50, 1 to 50, and then we're going to start and go. So, for me, I have one of these little ego packs. I mean, it's pretty familiar with everybody. And usually inside, what I have I have an ego battery. I took the other one out because I charged it the other day. I have an Eagle Twist in the car right now because I keep that and I vape that when I go to work. And then I have in here, I put in a bunch of like little sample size juices, so I get a variety of juice. Like right now I have the Sample Pack 1 by Motor City Mods in there, so that I can just vape those out while I'm at work. I also have a drawer at work with a good 10, maybe 12 different bottles of juice in there also, because my workmate that's in the next cubicle over, I kind of turned it on to vaping also. With him it was different. He never really smoked cigarettes per se. He was more into something else. So he was trying to stop something else, and he turned to vaping because he was curious because he saw me vaping. My boss vapes, so that's why he lets me vape at my cubicle. So props to my boss on that.
Well, this is what I take out when I go in public.
Jeez, man.
You know, I have my big, huge man bag.
Okay.
And in the front, I keep my mods. So all my 4 tube mods go here. Then I have my atomizers, and I have all my charging cables, and my battery backup. It's always in the bag.
All right.
And I carry 6 18650s in a box, and I have a huge ego case that carries 10 tanks.
Right.
And I think when I checked last week, there's about 150 mils of juice in this bag right now. That's what goes out with me every day.
Oh man, that's a lot. I mean, how long are you at work a day?
I'm usually gone about 10 hours. I work 8 minimum, sometimes 10, and I have an hour drive to home.
Oh man. So
I rotate through the day, and I also vape in my office.
Right.
Which I think is going to change here soon with the rule change that is happening with my company. So
when does that go into effect?
I'm just waiting for the new policy to come down.
But that's right, because I remember the day that you talked about it. You were quite perturbed by it, to say the least. You know, I don't blame you at all. You know, but were they just doing it to save themselves a buck for insurance purposes? Is that what it was?
I'm sure it is. But you know, the funny thing is that they'll pay for nicotine replacement. You know, we talked about that a couple weeks ago. So, you know, what I'm doing is nicotine replacement as well, in my mind. You know, it's all about harm reduction. But my company I'm sure it got them a cheaper price. And now they're able to, I think they said they're going to be able to charge 15 or 20,000 associates $40 extra more a month that they're not going to have to pay.
All right, we're going to end this soon. So, like, if you guys didn't put in your numbers in, please put in your numbers now. And we're going to end this in like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so let's put up the generator. Alright, we'll set this at 50. Alright, good luck guys. Here we go. 38. Frank, who has 38?
I'm looking.
Alright.
My Ziri has 38.
Hmm. Okay.
Yep, that's the only one.
Oh, Miz. Congratulations.
Is the winner.
Sweet.
So you're going to send her an instant message with
Yeah.
and then she can go to Ginger's website and pick out which juice she wants. And Ginger will get it right out.
Okay. I'm just writing a PM there, so go forth.
Miz, what's your favorite kind of juice to vape? Well, Miz, if you like the bananas, the totally bananas I really, really like. It's full of souls.
All right. So yeah, I just sent her the information of what to do. Speaking of juice that's full of souls, there's this juice that I got. I have it steeping right now. It's a favorite of somebody I'm close to, called Dawn of Truth. And I have it steeping because I was told that if it gets darker, it gets better. So I'm letting it steep right now.
Because of the coconut that's in it.
Ah, okay. So I'm hoping that when I see her, that she'll let me have something to try. Ah, is that what you got there? Yeah. See how dark? When it comes out, it's not that dark at all. It's probably as light as. Hold on. Let me give a good example of how light it may look.
I mean, it's actually
when it comes out, it's like around this light. Am I right? Wait, Leanne. It's like this light when it first comes out? Yeah, okay. So she's showing the comparison of them. So when it comes out, it's that light, and then she steeps it to that. Yeah.
That's about 3 weeks, right, Leanne?
Yeah, Sassy. Yeah, I'm gonna... I actually wanted to try both of those to see the differences in the taste between them. Hey, Ekdel, what's up?
Then the other juice for me this week is I got my sample packs from Motor City Mods that I was dying to try, and I'm really liking TMI, LOL, and FTW. The further win is gone. I don't have any.
You're done with it?
I mean, that 3 mils did not last 4 hours for me, dripping it.
Yeah, I've decided that I'm going to let mine steep for a month, because I want to get them nice and dark. So I have it in my closet right now in the dark, in a shoe.
I have to reorder those so that I can keep those in stock.
Yeah, there is something like I noticed. It's with a lot of vendors, obviously, but what I noticed also is that, I guess because I order it in such high nick, I order it at, I think it's 15. So, when you first get it, if it's fresh, I could smell the nick on the juice. Even though, like, when you taste it, you obviously don't taste it. But, oh wait, I'm sorry. But, I figured that the best thing to do is to, go ahead and let it steep for a while. So that's what I did with my sample pack 1. With my sample pack 1, and then I waited maybe a couple weeks, went back to it, and the nick I was smelling wasn't there anymore really as much. Yeah. So, you know, it's all right. It's okay now. I mean, like, let me just because this one I have it nicely steeped now. Let's see.
See, I didn't get any nick smell from the juice at all.
Yeah, not now. Hold on, no. Yeah.
Sounded like you were gargling it.
No, but I have nicely steep. Yeah, I have some of this.
Yeah, Corey, I have to agree. The FTW is probably my absolute favorite of it. And if Raider sent you some, you're so lucky because it's so good.
I have. Well, I'm gonna bring my steep stuff when I see you next again, and I'll let you try this. So you'll like it, I hope. So,
well, hopefully next week when we do the show, we'll have a better internet connection.
Yeah, sorry about the technical difficulties, guys. But
with all my health issues, I have not been able to do the producing yet.
no, it's okay. You take your time, man. Like I said, worry about your health. I'll take care of things on my end. It's cool. And then, you know, when you're ready to go, it's like, besides, you know, there's a little bit of a learning curve. Like, I personally, I'm sure a lot of people are use Wirecast. I personally use XSplit myself, and I found it to be pretty okay to use. There wasn't so much of a learning curve for me, you know. But I did want to learn Wirecast also. I eventually will probably have Wirecast set up too, so I could see the differences in how it plays out in a live broadcast. I'll probably mess around with that also.
Yeah, so I've had 2 surgical procedures this week now. I had a epidural on Tuesday, and I had a little piece of surgery done today. I found out that I'm going to be off of work until December the 3rd now. So this will be my first year working for the country's largest retailer, where I will not be working for a Black Friday, which kind of has me depressed. It's my favorite day of the year to work.
Oh, because a lot of people are in retail jail?
No, it's all crowd control. It's all keeping the maniacs safe, and it's a lot of fun to watch people buy all the stuff and watch people go nuts. And this would have been my 7th year in a row, and I'm going to miss it. So I'm going a little stir crazy here at home. I'll be honest with you. Between being drugged up and not working, I'm going kind of nuts.
Oh man. Yeah, I can't. Excuse me. Just a second here.
And to be honest, I was expecting to go back to work on Monday. So today kind of really let the air out of my tires, because I just can't imagine sitting here for another 3 weeks. Although I did order, I think I've got 35 new flavors coming that I ordered from High Desert. And so I'm going to be a DIY nightmare the next week.
I'm interested to see what you come out with.
Well, I'm working on a few things. I started another hot steep today with tobacco, with a Virginia fire cured and a flue cured with a Maduro wrapper. And I do a canning process. It's a hot steep, and then I use the water bath canner and seal it. And so far, the steeps I've done so far are really good. I know a lot of people like the Applewood tobacco that I took to VaporCon, and I've been getting people emailing me wanting to know if I'm going to sell it, and I keep telling them no, I just make it for myself. And I'm going to continue playing with it. I've got 4 more tobaccos coming that I ordered samples of that I'm going to play with. I ordered an Oriental and 2 different Nicaraguan cigar tobaccos. So I'm going to start playing with those next week. And it takes 3 weeks to steep, so hopefully by the time I go back to work, I'll have some good new tobacco juice. I'm really enjoying it. And I love tobaccos, I always have. And having the real tobaccos with the flavors added, it just, for me, tastes amazing. You didn't get to try any of it.
I know. I didn't try any of that. I didn't try your apple cider. Yickachine.
Nope. Corey says he wants chicken pot pie juice. I do not like savory juices. I've tried pizza, roadkill, and some of the other. Well, roadkill wasn't savory at all. But Rich, you didn't try that at VaporCon either, did you?
Oh no, I didn't try that. I didn't try the suicide juice that was going around. What else?
I tried the suicide juice. I had the crab juice.
Oh no, we're losing Frank. Sorry about that, guys. Well, anyway, for me, it's there's a couple juices I did want to try. Obviously, I wanted to try the monkey cream. I didn't get the chance to try that, but at least I know how to go ahead and get that.